brought to you by Monster Energy.
For Vera to keep the distance, land some leg kicks. After chopping a little bit, he's going to stay on the outside. Throw some leg kicks to the takedowns there. He'll take it. There he goes. Look for Sabora to step in big with some big punches, try and get the knockout. Oh, blocked him already.
Top of the head, and it's sent Sabora back to the cage.
Big knees in the clinch.
3 knees to the head. The crowd going absolutely crazy here in Manila. It's going to be a quick finish.
Brandon's doing work right now. He needs to get back on that head kick again. Maybe set it up a little low and then go back up top.
Sabora is grimacing despite that flying punch that he just tried. Takes a big kick to the midriff, but he's still punching back. Vera's still throwing those kicks there to the inside of the thigh.
Brandon's just picking her apart right now. Sabora needs to actually back away.
Sabora grimaces again. He's suffering pain somewhere. Nice short right hand from the Ukrainian. Solid ramrod jab from Vera.
Brandon's got to keep those hands up, though. Igor's still dangerous. First round, it's still fresh. Brandon's pawing on the outside a little bit. The pivot probably go to the body and the inside of the leg again. Until he's getting ready to load and throw that kick. Brandon needs to keep those hands up tight, though. Igor's recovered now. He's feeling fresh.
Swinging, both men just ducking under the punches. Heavyweights can finish any second. Big man, get that leg up really high. Oh, right hand and a left as well. From Sabora.
Sabora's bleeding a little bit from the tip of the bridge of his nose.
He's a little bit uncomfortable with something for a while now. Could be the nose is causing you trouble.
A little bit of redness around the left eye as well. Brandon keeps switching stance and keeping Igor thrown off a little bit. Igor's still dangerous. He's coming with that big right. This is what he said he was going to do.
Oh, kick to the midriff. Kick just above the knee that could hyperextend it. Damaging kick, that is. Straight pushes the thigh back, locks the knee up. Good left hand from Igor. Sent Brandon back a pace. Looks for it again. Leaps in with it. Nice high guard from Brandon Vera. Left hand again from the Ukrainian. Oh, right hand, it was a good one.
Brandon stepping in, throwing those short little choppy elbows. Stand on the outside, really executing his game plan to a T right now. I talked to him the other day, he said this is exactly what he wanted to do.
The left hand downstairs. Flip by, oh, left hand, and it's over now. Olivier Costa's seen enough. Brandon Vera has come home and he's picked up a first round victory.
Here we go, from Studio City in Macau, China. One Super Series match under kickboxing's global rule set. Look out for the spinning hook kicks of Alan Galani. Look out for those Dutch-style low kicks on Tarek Kabayev.
Not flinching, okay?
No! You can see, Michael, he's doing exactly what you talked about. Galani's trying to create that space. Kababez is trying to close it and get nice and tight.
What Galani's got to be careful of is not to drop his hands and leave them down around his waist, because Kababez does have heavy artillery in the leather.
Go!
Let's see how quickly Galani can get used to the distance. Turning back into the liver of the Moroccan.
Galani's trying to kick, but Kababez is trying to throw those hands.
Galani gets underneath Kebabez, throws a knee, completely legal under the kickboxing rule set. Kebabez comes forward again. Gut muncher, then one up to the jaw from Galani. Throws the overhand right. Kebabez trying to get in close to negate the spinning kicks of Galani. Look how low Galani's hands are. The big man's got to keep the gloves up. Kebabez throws it up again. And Galani drifts off. Goes counterclockwise, staying out of the right hand and right kick range of Kebabez. Body shot from Galani. He's quick for a big man, is Alan Galani. An inside kick, ducks under the left hook, clinches up.
Not clinching, okay?
No clinching allowed in the kickboxing global rule set here at One Super Series.
It's like he's dropping his head to possibly going for a takedown, and that's where he's ended up in that clinch that the referee's warned about.
How
Big
about
axe
that?
kick.
The Andy Hook style X kick from Galani. Galani does have a background in Kyokushin Karate. The axe kick is a trademark of the Kyokushin Karateka. The likes of Andy Hook, Flaube Feitosa, Francisco Filio, and we saw it there from Alan Galani. Mawashigeri roundhouse kick on the lead leg from Galani. Good jab too from the Cameroonian. Got to get out of the corner. Here come the heavy hands from the Moroccan Kebabez. Throws the knee. Kebabez unloading. Doesn't want to let Galani out of the corner here. Galani jab two, kangaroo down the center corridor. Jab two again. Uppercut. Kebabez with the knee. Galani's got to get out of the corner now. Kebabez rolling the punches. Get back a solid right hand. Galani's been caught. Galani's been caught. Here comes Kebabez. Goes to the liver. Goes to the head. It's all scoring stuff for Tarek Kebabez.
Kebabez is throwing some serious heat right in the corner. Galani's got to be careful when he's dropping his head, trying to create head movement. Kebabez is throwing that knee right up the middle.
Galani goes to the body. Kebabez has had the higher output with the hands. He tags him again. We go to the tag. Now once again, we've got 3 judges ringside. They are scoring on a 10-point must system, which means give the winner of the round 10 points, the loser of the round 9 points. If you think Galani won it, you give him 10 points. You give Kebabez 9. If you think it was vice versa, Kebabez gets 10, Galani gets 9. In my opinion, Mitch, with the flurry that Kebabez had in the corner here against Galani, it's a 10-9 round for Tarek Kebabez.
Galani looked good for those first couple minutes of that round. He was moving quite well. He was landing the kicks, but Kebabez turned it on in those last 30 seconds to steal the round away, landing some huge, thunderous shots.
Do you see anything here, Mitch? The fact that Kebabez is standing, Galani's taking a seat. He is 42 years old.
And he's stacked with muscle, like you said, the seafood platter, Michael. He is stacked, and all that muscle eats up a lot of oxygen. But we've said that about him in the past. And in his last match against Arumbold, he looked fantastic and went the distance.
The size of the chest there on Galani. It should have its own zip code. Here we go, second round of 3. If there is a knockdown in the round, and the other opponent does not achieve a knockdown of his own, it'll be a 10-8 round. Kebabez coming forward strongly with her hands again. Let's see if Galani starts to wind with the spinning hook kicks, maybe goes to the liver, maybe goes to the jaw. Accidental groin strike there on Galani.
Kebabez immediately knew, threw up his hand as just a way to say, I'm sorry, apologetic. But it also gives, if there is a little bit of fatigue settling in for Galani, a little bit of time to catch a breather, relax a bit.
Let's take a look here and see if we can determine what exactly happened with this accidental groin strike. Kebabez comes forward, throws, okay, it was an inside thigh kick designed to hit the inside right thigh of Galani. Missed the target and caught Galani square. A place where you don't want to be caught. Apologies from Kebabez. It was not deliberate, nothing malicious in it. There will be recovery time here, as much as 3 minutes for Alan Galani. How do you see Galani going so far in his return to kickboxing, Mitch? A 4-time world champion who has applied his trade of late in the global rule set in the cage.
We've seen him primarily in mixed martial arts events, and you can see that Kebabez is not scared to strike and stand with him. Most of these guys are timid to exchange like this with Galani, but Kababez is not scared at all, marching forward, throwing those heavy hands.
Dutch-style Moroccans, they are not scared of anyone. You're talking about a pedigree that includes the likes of Bada Hari. These guys come forward, and they come forward hard and nasty, as Tarek Kababez is doing again here. We recommence in the second round. Axe kick from Galani. Once again, channeling his inner Kyokushin, the martial art, the hardest form of karate that he began his career in.
Trying to utilize that jab, create a little bit of space, but Kababez is trying to corner him. He's trying to cut the angles, so he's trapping Galani inside the corner, but Galani's moving around very well.
This is a very large ring here at One Super Series, and both of these big men are traversing a lot of ground. How about that? The elasticized legs of Galani. Another attempted axe hit. What you're trying to do with the axe hit is to bring the heel, the hardest bone in the body, down on the collarbone or on the nose or on the forehead of your opponent.
Galani's having a little more success as southpaw. He's switched to a southpaw stance with his left hand back, and he's utilizing that right jab more successfully.
Kababez, who has had to travel the long distance to get here all the way from the Netherlands to be here tonight. Galani, it was only a 45 or 50-minute ferry ride from Hong Kong.
The referee has given Galani a warning to avoid the clinching.
A little bit of a spill over there from Galani's MMA career. But his natural instinct in recent years has been to move in close and clinch up with opponents. Good outside leg kick from Kababez, and Galani off the rope for that powerful right hand.
But I also think it's his head movement. You can see Galani circles out to the head, he moves his head out, and then at that point, Kababez closes the distance, and they end up in the clinch. But I don't think it's purposeful. I mean, he's trying to clinch. His hands are down. It's hard to clinch with your hands down.
Kababez looks for that bolo punch, goes for an outside leg kick, trying to tenderize the legs of the big Cameroonian. Uppercut again went higher than the ceiling. Referee breaks them.
It's just that head movement that he's ended up entangled.
Galani on the back foot, throws another axe hit, makes it in the front foot a little more here. There's Galani. Kababez, the outside leg kick. He has taken on and beaten some very good names, Tarek Kababez, over the years, including Roman Kriklia.
Ready? Go!
Of course, Alan Galani in his kickboxing days went into battle against the likes of Bob Sapp, against Carter Williams, against Michael McDonald. And here he is, 2 rounds deep with 1 remaining. He's returned to kickboxing, and there is the Kyokushin axe kick from Alan Galani. It is spectacular, though ineffective so far.
I'm gonna put you on the spot, Michael. You gave the first round to Kababez. How did you see the second round?
I think a much closer round, a difficult round for the judges to score. If I was going to edge it though, Mitch, I've got to go Tarek Kababez again, a very slight 10-9 round. I feel Galani is backing up a little too much for my liking. Doesn't look like the judges scoring here ringside, and Kababez is landing more hands. Well, we have seen Galani do the spectacular stuff. It hasn't landed for him yet. It hasn't had an effect on Tarek Kababez. He's going to start to take his toll on Kababez with 1 round remaining. 3 minutes only, Mitch.
And the spectacular techniques do score slightly higher.
So let me explain. 10-point must system. I gave the first round 10-9 Kababez. I gave the second round 10-9 Kababez. My scorecard goes 20-18 Kababez, which means to even the score, Galani needs a 10-8 round, needs a knockdown round on Tarek Kababez.
Now, fans at home, Michael Chavello is not a judge. He's just pretending to be one on TV.
Outside leg kick from Galani. Good jab to overhand right there from the Cameroonian. Kababez looks at the power in the right. High left roundhouse kick from Galani. Double forearm guard blocks the kick. Oh, counter from Kababez. Galani drops the head. Kababez doesn't clinch up. Referee Onari breaks them.
Like those 2 question mark kicks he threw, and then he went to the body. Oh no! Galani's wobbled.
Galani momentarily turned his back. Referee, though, didn't see it as a chance to put a count on him. Kababez comes forward. Here's the left hand from Kababez. There's the uppercut, goes to the body. Now toe-to-toe, they juke it out. Kababez wins the battle. Backs him up with the right hand. Got to get out of the corner here. Galani takes a knee. He's lining up the right hand. There it is. And another uppercut. The chin for That is knockdown number 1 in this round on Galani, and that is all, because referee Onari says no more punishment, and it's a TKO victory for Tariq Khababez. Mitch, that was an absolute war.
Man, those shots, I could feel them in my bones sitting here in the commentary booth. Tariq Khababez unloaded a fury, but Galani stood there like the champ that he is and took it. Took the best that Khababez had to offer, but ultimately crumbled under the pressure.
Could it be a contender for the GoDaddy knockout of the night? Take a look at the power here, the volume and power. There was the right hand of the jaw, that's what did the damage. And then he finished off. Alan Galani, Khababez, one Super Series debut, will take the win back to the Netherlands and Morocco. Let's go to Dominic Lau to make it all official.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 1 minute and 49 seconds in the third and final round, here is your winner by way of knockout, Tariq Khababez!
A fantastic victory for Tariq Khababez of Morocco.
This fight is brought to you by AdReach, meaningful advertising. And these punches should be extremely meaningful. First of all, though, a kick from Alan in the black trunks, Hassan in the pale blue. If there is a violent takedown in this one, the whole stadium could rock. Oh my word! A spinning kick that knocked Hassan straight down, and in comes the referee. Kenichi Serizawa didn't want to see any more of that, and I do not blame him.
And the line just raised him right on the temple with that toe.
Seemed to get him around the temple, didn't it? Perhaps
Take a look at this
top
from
of
the
the
other
nose.
side.
So rare that these are executed well enough, but yeah, high on the head, that one.
Perfect foot to the temple, and there's a few buttons, and that just put Hassan enough on. Go!
Left hook did significant damage. That kick landed flush on the jaw. The follow-up barely needed. We have a heavyweight champion.
Our third man in the circle, referee Elias Delapsis. 4-ounce gloves on these two behemoth. And the right hand early from Andre the Giant. He pulls the trigger early. Goes for the jaw of Silva.
Right after the hand touch, he wasted no time rushing Braddock. Now we got to see Braddock understand what's going on. Now he's gonna try to get nice and patient. Now he starts to counter punch. Watch the left hand, watch the hook to overhand right.
Munoz knows he can't allow Silva to establish his rhythm. He can't allow the big Brazilian to set the metronome. Finds a give. Silva a taste of the right hand early with those 4-ounce gloves. Over the Giant and overhand right. Silva knees on the inside. The Giant goes to the body, barrels him against the fence. Eyes up Silva, and referee Delapsis breaks them. What a crackerjack start to this one.
Munier's got to be careful. He kind of opens up a little bit when he throws those punches. Braddock might be able to catch him coming in.
High knee there from Anderson Silva. Munoz got to be careful not to drop the head. Already he's cut from the knee of Anderson Silva. Silva goes to the liver. Overhand right from Silva. Uppercut there from Munoz. While left hand from Munoz gets tied.
Coming in, it's the big shot. Silva does what he does. Counter shot with that left hook.
Overhand right there from Anderson Silva. Uppercut from the Giants, Andre Munoz. Two huge men in 4-ounce gloves. It's the overhand right on the temple. It hits the button and turns the lights out on the Giant.
Yeah, look, he was just leaving himself a little too open, overextended. He throws that big left hook, gets whipped.
Ready, go!
size of Sakino's head. It's got its own gravitational pull. Charges after Galani early. Looking for a takedown, trying to put hands. Oh, Galani catches it! It's good night, Irene! My word! It's over in a matter of seconds!
Look at this, beautifully timed, measured with the left hand, delivered with the right.
Mitch, it was a combination of timing, precision, and Sakino's own forward-coming momentum that dropped himself into that right hand. Talk! The time for talk is over. Michael Chiavello, Mitch Gilson with you. It's Mauro Cirilli of Italy. Brandon Vera, defending champion of the Philippines. Vera at 113 kilos, Cirilli at 111 kilos. More beef than a cattle ranch in the cage at the moment. High kick early from Vera. There will be Vera's speed and precision against the raw power of the Italian hammer. And look out for the overhand right on Mauro Cirilli. Vera chops downstairs. Cirilli wants to bridge the gap, get on the inside, and go for the champion's jaw.
Cirilli's trying to close that distance, having a hard time dealing with the range of Vera. He's got to get on the inside. He can't stay at the end of these kicks.
Vera has the height, he's got the reach, wants to keep the Italian at bay. Switches to southpaw here. Look out for the high kick off the left leg here from Vera. It's a lead hook, swinging. Oh, he gets caught! It's good!
Looking orthodox, bingo, right on the button with that fade away left hook. Look at this, going back, chin up to protect, right on the chin.
Hey guys, it's Misha Tate. If you want to see more awesome One Championship content, make sure you click that subscribe button. Click it so you don't miss it.